Phoenix grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. And Reed throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Dunn finds O'Neal. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his third assist on the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
O'Neal looking around. Up top, Plumlee. Pass to O'Neal. Dunn outside. Here's Beal. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Beal's got 6.
Beal is just a Picasso in that mid-range.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Conley. Up and in on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And so it's Phoenix in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts. Make life a little more difficult on him.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Conley with the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got his 5th rebound right now in the game. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Conley against Booker. From deep 3-point land. Minnesota with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Randall no good. Suns leading by 9. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical, but David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Beal with the steal, and now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Generating offense through his defense. Beal loves seeing him take over like this.
Conley finds Edwards. There's the drive. That's tipped. Here's Booker. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. That's now 26 points for Devin Booker. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 16. Edwards drawing the double team. To end the run. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Booker up top, covered by Conley. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after.
ما ادري والله اي وقت عادي اي وقت عادي.
لا انا بروح بجيب كله.
تمام
شوف الجاح.
تمام.
Greetings and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, they both pile up assists.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Here are the five for the Suns. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the small forward position. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Beal. Oh, the block! Just stops it cold and takes possession. Curry looking it over. Pass to Podziemski. On the wing, Curry. Booker defending. And Curry is good for three.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. It's a beautiful shot.
Beal outside. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Pass to Dunn. Here's Durant. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Oh, KD just filthy from the mid-range, unguardable most of the time.
Left side Curry. Stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break over Moody. And another basket for Phoenix.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Over Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked him about the many difficulties that Kevin Durant presents to a defense, and Coach said with most guys, you can force them left or right or send help. With Kevin, he can always shoot over the top of you. Sometimes you feel helpless in that regard. Not a lot of solutions for a 7-foot sharpshooter, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
And Beal makes a great selection there. He commits to that. Physical defense is not going to take him out of the way, and he draws the foul.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr
with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Pass to Butler. Fires from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Booker for 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. The Warriors trailing. Curry passes to Moody. Back to Curry. Now here's Butler. From the arc. Curry, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Beal surveying the D. Outside Booker. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Booker's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
The 3 from Curry. Curry with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Nifty move. Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jimmy Butler.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
Phoenix making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And both free throws good for Durant.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Green. No made baskets yet. That's good from Curry on the assist by Green.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
The 3, Booker. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Moody from outside. Connects from downtown.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so here's Phoenix. Beal outside. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Richards. Green covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does. There's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Now here's Richards. Yet to see a basket. Booker missing again.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
4-3. Curry's shot is off. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over Curry. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 6 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Moody. Outside Podziemski. The 3 is up. O'Neal pulls it in. Pass to Beal. Back to Booker. Beyond the arc. Booker missing again. It's good. Get it off in time. Counts at the buzzer.
That's a few.
What's on me?
Oh, showing some moxie. Nailing a huge Hail Mary.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Warriors on top, up by 1. And we'll get the second. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've